Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 30, the big 3-0 of Collecting Justified here on the Just Justin Collects YouTube channel. We're here every Saturday night, 8:45-ish Eastern Standard Time. It's PM, by the way. And we like to come hang out and justify our terrible, terrible collecting habits, as you can see from all the plastic crack behind me right here. If you are here live or watching on the replay, I want to say thank you for tuning in. And if you're watching on the replay, make sure next week you come back. Next Saturday, come back and catch us live. And if you're here live, make sure you drop a hi in the chat. If you're a Justified member, drop some channel emojis, exclusive channel emojis in the chat. But we have a fun episode for you guys here tonight, and I can't do it by myself, so I'm going to start welcoming in my wonderful, wonderful co-hosts. I'm just going to go in order here real quick and add the best voice in YouTube, Encounter Culture Kenny.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're here.
Kenny,
Justin, what's going on?
And so we're going to be covering the main topic. Also, we're going to be going back and covering a little bit of Walmart Collector Con, but you went in depth on that last night. So if anybody missed that live stream, I encourage you to go back on Encounter Culture. The link is in the description down below if you're not subscribed for some stupid reason, and check out Kenny's Friday night live stream there.
Appreciate that.
But
yeah,
Kenny, it can't just be the two of us, my friend.
It can't be.
Fresh out of the basement, we have Andrew here with us. Andrew,
how's it going?
How's it going, man? I see you still got Cuppy there, displayed proudly behind you over there.
Of course.
And I don't know if you caught last week.
Ooh, yes.
The mini Cuppies are happening. The mini Cuppies are happening, my friend.
Looking good.
And, it's still, this is a prototype. It's still a work in progress. Still a work in progress. I'm having it perfected before it goes out to everybody. But it's great. I'm having fun with it. And Andrew, you doing all right?
Yeah. Busy work week, but I'm here.
Hey, you made it. You made it, my friend.
That's right.
You made
Important
it.
Part.
Yeah, there was I guess not Star Wars reveals, but some Star Wars pre-orders that went up. I'm excited to ask you if you jumped on those. Maybe not. I don't know. You might already have those because I think they're re-releases. But speaking of re-releases, this isn't a re-release. This is the original. David, Evan, and Smith.
I can't hear you.
What? I can hear you, David, but you sound really far away.
Is it me?
You want to go out? You sound like you're at the end of a tunnel, like a prison escape movie. You might want to go out and come back in. Technical difficulties.
Well, he can't hear us, so he's not going to hear your suggestion to go out.
David,
wait.
You go, then come back. You leave. you stay. There we go. There we go. David will be back. It's there's always some type of technical difficulties. Speaking of technical difficulties, Rick, I see you're in the chat. My friend, I don't know. Rick will be joining us today. Rick, I don't know if I actually sent you the link to StreamYard. Could somebody send that to Rick real quick if you don't mind? Thank you.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, Rick. I'm sorry. It's been a long week. And David's back. David, can you hear us now?
I still can't hear you.
Jeez, David. Barely. David, this is a you-centric episode, okay? This is about AI. And you know what? I think AI doesn't want us talking about AI.
I think that's what it is. That's what it is.
So it has hacked your phone. It has hacked your phone and is preventing the vault. Oh, see, he's gone. And then this is what is going on? I don't know what that was. I don't know. Our machine overlords are trying to just mess everything up. But we'll get Rick in here. We'll get David back. So, guys, while we are sorting all this out, let's go ahead and take care of the housekeeping, because at least that's working today. So, This is definitely one of the most professional shows on YouTube. This is Collecting Justified, here live every Saturday night, 8:45 p.m. ish Eastern Standard Time. We show up, we hang out, we justify our collecting. Me, Kenny, Andrew, David when we can hear him. Alexi usually. Alexi's got something going on tonight. He's got cooler friends than us. And
How is that possible?
yeah, I don't know, man. But he told me verbatim. The text said, "F you, I've got better tonight."
Damn.
Pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah. I think I'm remembering it correctly. So, but guys, the free somebody from the basement fund is open. It's not about Andrew. Andrew's out. So I don't know who this friend is that we need to get out of the basement. But he looks like a good guy. I think the amount we need to get him out is around maybe $550 before tax and shipping.
Yeah.
So make sure we can make that happen. Get him out of that basement. He's already setting it on fire down there. We would greatly appreciate it. I don't know who that guy is. He looks kind of scaly, right?
A little bit, yeah. I feel like I've seen him around somewhere.
I don't know.
I don't just he has one of those familiar faces, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the mustache.
I think
those that are throwing me off.
You're right.
Something about him.
Gentleman.
I think it starts with it's beat. I don't know, man. I don't know, but we would graciously or appreciate or taking any donations to help our friend here, you know, find his way home, right? We need to help him find his way home. Along with that, you can also support the channel by becoming a member of the Justified 2-tier system here. There's a link in the description down below. If you're on mobile, it's kind of about hitting that join button. Click the link. It takes you straight to it. You can become Justified or a Justified MVP. You can see all the perks there. And the biggest perk, let's be honest, the biggest perk is coming. The biggest perk in the so who makes you a custom little, you know, little character, little mascot from the channel and sends it out to you for supporting the channel? Nobody but us. Nobody but us. And with that, we do like to thank our channel members. We want to make sure you're supporting the channel. So we want to make sure you know how appreciated you are. So we go through this list twice an episode at the beginning and the end. And I want to thank all of our channel members right now. Z-Man, 12 Bat, the OG Justified, is in the Justified MVP. We always do MVPs first. You know, we got to roll out the red carpet for them. They're allowed in first and then everybody else. Okay. Then Legion X, Rick, who will be joining us here tonight to potentially talk with David about AI, or Rick might be the our only talking head on this tonight. I don't know. Or maybe David will just sit there and nod. He can sit there and nod probably. And we'll pretend we can hear him. We'll just, oh yeah, David, that's a great point. That's a great point, David.
We'll just sit and nod our heads.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten really good at that already. So, you know. Compulsive Collector, our #1 fan, John Morrissey, my best friend. He despises Kenny. And, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. David Evan Smith, Michael Davis, and the patron saint of collecting himself, St. James. And then get into the Justified, Dan Who Reviews, Christopher Allen, Displayed Once, Kurt K, and Counterculture right there underneath me. Cole's Cave, Wookie Jesus of Nazareth, Kashyyyk. It started with that person in the chat. I've never seen them in the chat. They must be replay only. Wookie Jesus, when you see this,
please
leave a comment on the video. Okay, leave a comment and tell me how you came up with that name, because it's my favorite name on YouTube. Okay. Also, it started with a click. Shelly, Cheeky Monkey, Kiara, Lord of Brooklyn, BK for life. Yes, sir. Mikey Moonboots, Alexander Flats, your boys got toys, Gabriel, Brathian, Darth Primus, Jesse Hubbard, Bring Toys to Work, Super Turk 5000, Zion Collectibles, Chi Chi Collects, Tac Tac Toys, KJ Smith, AJ Marine, and John Busink Jr. Thank you to all of our Justified channel members. And with that, I think David's back. David, are you back?
I am, and
there we go.
Look, you blew out my eardrums, David. Okay, can you calm it down a little bit? Come on, on, David.
I think so. Last week, I don't know if Justin, you know, like I had issues with my Chromecast. Like normally I use a Chromecast to cast things to my TV, and that Chromecast died. Like it would not work. I got like firmware error messages when I tried to cast anything. And then so I figured, all right, well, it's dead. So I bought a Roku. So now I can't get regular YouTube on my Roku. I can get YouTube TV on my Roku, but I don't have a YouTube TV account. So I can't. What
is that something they don't do anymore? We have an Apple TV downstairs, but we've got a Roku upstairs in our bedroom, and we've got the YouTube app on it. But we've had that one for like 5 years, probably. So I don't know if it's something they phased out.
It might be that, yeah. Like because I only have the option to get YouTube TV app on my Roku. So but I realized I can today. I tested it. I could AirPlay stuff from YouTube to the Roku. So I am trying to do that so that I can like see on the TV what's going on while I'm in the Zoom. But I think that is what's fucking up the sound when we went live. So it's strange as hell, and proof that like technology is a son of a bitch. That's right. But I disconnected the AirPlay, so I'm not watching anything on the TV now, and I can hear you guys. So I don't know. What's also strange is that like at the same day, my roommate's Chromecast gave the same error message about firmware, and it was the exact same day. But then my roommate tested his again, and it's working. So the Chromecast maybe it was some random glitch, but the Chromecast may not be dead. So I may have to like try to pull it back out and see, if it works now. So I don't know. Yeah,
just pull it out and make sure it's still working, David.
Hey,
we
got to do what you got to do.
Sometimes you just need a factory reset, like
there you go.
Yank it out and shove it back in. So
the good news is if the Chromecast is working again, you can just keep the Roku as a backup in case you ever have the problem again.
Exactly.
So, and the lesson is
the
lesson is AI cannot be trusted. It can't be trusted, my friend. I don't know I don't know why that keeps popping up. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let's welcome our special guest. You know him, you love him. This is his, I believe, third. This is third, right? Or is it fourth? Maybe he can tell us. Maybe Rick can tell us. Legion X, Rick.
Hey.
Speaking of pulling out a wiener.
Nice. That's
is that what we were speaking about? Wait. It's the third time that Rick is joining us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know he popped on at one point to kind of bail us out when we had kind of a train wreck of an episode, kind of like this. Rick, you're making a habit of this, Rick. Okay.
Maybe it's Rick.
Ooh,
Rick is AI. That's what
I've been told the same thing with my office meetings, that I'm an agent of chaos.
Hey, you have to be. Somebody has to be, right, Rick?
Somebody
exactly. Has to be. Okay. So let's go through and say hi to everyone in the chat real quick. Some guy named Andrew was here. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Encounter Culture. I don't know. Some YouTube channel. David Evans. Rick, I know. Legion X. I know that guy. Mike Hext is also here. A robot told me to come in. Yeah. Did they hold the door at least for you, Mike? JBTM is here. The future is now. Somebody help me here. Dinzens. I don't want to mess up the name. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing good. Thank you. Kev Collectibles is here as well as Art G. What's going on, Art? G. And Gabriel is here as well. And I'm sure more people are going to pop in eventually. And as they do, hopefully they'll say hi in the chat. But until then, let's go ahead and knock out pickups. Does anybody or everybody have something to show off this week besides a wiener, Rick?
Yep.
All right. So we will go guest first. Rick, what have you picked up recently, my friend? It doesn't even have to be this week. You haven't been on for a while, so.
Yeah, I don't feel like lying this week. I'll be honest. So we'll only do the ones for this week. Well, this one I got probably 3 weeks ago, but I really enjoy that.
Secret Wars?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
And
Where'd you get that stand?
Not with the figure.
no. And I got it from Amazon, but they don't make it anymore. And
Of course not.
and they keep breaking on me, so I have fewer and fewer as the years go on. So this is like my last of 12.
Would you say it's your last stand?
A horrible movie, by the way. A horrible movie. Then this I showed y'all in the chat, the Hush Scarecrow. This is, playing with big boy bucks. And
Yep.
I mean, I've loved it. This head sculpt is really, I mean, they paint the face and then they overlay a new layer of plastic on top of that for the mask, and you can really see that detail when you look into the eyes and the mouth. And I couldn't just have Scarecrow, so I ordered the blue Batman as well.
You have to, right? You have to have the Batman. You have to.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Rick.
And I know this is going to open a can of worms. Because the Hush Superman looks great. I love the Poison Ivy.
Great.
The Riddler looks great. The only one I really don't like is the Joker from that line.
Oh.
His nose is too big. Jim Lee.
Yeah. The Superman is great though. It's got to be, if not the best, like 1/12 scale Superman figure. It's definitely up there. It's a nice figure.
They did a Catwoman from that line too, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rick, just go ahead and drop that dragon money on the Hush line. Okay. That's
in terms of plastic, you would get more plastic buying a dragon.
That's true.
That's
Because
true.
7 figures isn't a whole lot of plastic.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the other 2 things I thought about showing aren't figures, but I've been making these little dioramas since the last time I was on.
Oh, nice.
For my shelves, and this is for the top shelves, and it's just simple brick. And then
do you paint that, or is that's the material already is in that sort of stone?
I paint it. The materials.
It looks great.
Like hot pink.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. The foam, that hot pink. Yeah.
Thank you.
Looks
and
great.
then, so I made 3 of those, about 1 per week, and then I made 2 of these that are more like rocky and have tears, so that you can see the background figures.
Awesome.
You might have a spare job on your hands, man.
That looks nice. But Rick, if I tell you like what I need, would you be able to tell me like the kind of paint I could use, the material, also buy it for me, paint it for me, and ship it to me?
I was with you till the last 2 parts of that sentence.
I was hoping that was going to
might cut out on the last 2. Oh.
My birthday is early April 6th, and that would be a great gift to throw my way. I'm just saying.
I would also like that as a gift for David's birthday.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Actually, my birthday is before David's, so actually I think I take precedence. So no.
You worry about those cuppies, all right?
Yeah. No.
You worry about those cuppies.
Okay. That's okay. It's okay. Anything else, Rick?
That's it.
Man, those dioramas look amazing.
Seriously.
Absolutely amazing. You might be able to just a little side hustle there. I'm just saying. They probably cost an arm and a leg to ship. Is probably the thing.
What would you charge for that? It takes me maybe, I don't know, 4 hours to make one. What would you charge?
Depends on if you want a dragon or not. Like, I don't know, about $550 each. I don't know.
I honestly, Rick, I think you need to add up your materials, and then you have to put a value on the time that you spend on it, and that can be whatever it is. And if people are willing to pay that, then you'd have a business. And if they're not, then okay. But You know, like I when I was doing some customs for myself, and then people asked me to make one, and I couldn't figure out like what I would charge somebody for what I do. But I figured, you know, if I add up all the materials and then like I took 20% of that and added it on top for like my time and effort, like I figured that was fair, you know? So, you know, think about it. It's an interesting thing to like figure out how to quantify your time for a creative result, but it's worth it. I think people, I would totally want what you showed off that
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
you make. So, and if it's something that's like cheap materials, like you could make a good profit for it, you know?
Yeah, just have
because
to
it
make
only
enough
gets
money
more.
to justify, you know, the time.
Yeah.
Because it only gets more elaborate from there. You could add plants. You could add more structure to it, a background.
Yeah, I think
can
the
see.
dimensions should be a part of it. The detail that you put into it should be a part of the cost and your time and effort. And like the more complex it is, the more the cost it should be, really, to be fair. Yeah. And if people, you know, it looks great from here. So like people will come for it, you know?
Oh, geez, David. I mean, they probably would. Yeah. I mean, it depends on that price.
So good.
I almost did.
Yeah. I'm just saying. All right. Thank you, Rick. Those look great. And I will be purchasing one from you in the future, I'm sure. You know, for, you know, not dragon money, but you know.
No, not dragon money.
Yeah, after he buys his dragon. Okay.
Right. This speaking of, this guy reminds me of something, and I'm not sure. Rick or David, do you recognize this guy at all? I don't know how he popped up on this slide. Does this guy look familiar at all to you?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
So it's someone we know.
I think so. He's asking for about 550. So I don't know. He said he's gonna burn the whole basement down unless he gets it. So I don't know, guys.
A lot of super chats. It's a lot of super.
a lot of super chats.
We gotta get those. We gotta get those in, guys. You know,
come on,
dragons don't pay for themselves. All right.
Right. All right. Kenny, what have you picked up this week, my friend?
So, I did find Flavor Flav.
Hey!
Right, so there you go.
Been working on that impression. That's nice.
Nice. For 2 weeks now because I see that you guys failed to put that out when David showed off Flavor Flav. So just saying, found it today, so that's good. Like that. Also, and this was at Books A Million, by the way, right? So like sometimes I just pop in there to see what they've got going on, but apparently this one had a very robust collectibles section. So they found that and this Beetlejuice. So
I thought that was Jared Leto Joker for a minute. Wow. My eyesight is really going.
And he threw it. And he's done.
I'm done with this now. Beetlejuice. There you go. So I was super pumped to find this. This is new. I had it pre-ordered on Big Bad, but I was able to find it, so went ahead and canceled that, and it will go right behind me there. NECA Dio should be coming. I got the ship label notice about a week and a half ago, and it's still sitting. So hopefully next week I'll be able to show that off. I don't know. Hasn't been any movement, but should be coming in any day now.
What are you gonna do with the second one?
I'll let you know. Maybe it's a giveaway on the channel. No, I don't.
My birthday is coming up.
I heard you have a birthday coming up, so
you're fading again, David. I can't quite hear you.
Oh, really?
I'm just hoping that I get mine and somebody else doesn't get mine as their second. You know, that's my big concern here.
I mean, Kenny, if there's any issues, just email NECA customer service. They'll take care of you.
I hear they're very responsive. I think I've told you before, I emailed them about my street scene dio about 2 years ago, and I still haven't heard back. So I will not hold my breath on that.
They're working on it, man. They're working on it. Okay.
They're busy. I get it. There's a lot going on. I finally found some biker mice from Mars at these were at Walmart. So I don't like really don't like going there, as try to avoid it as much as possible. But
all-
I was in the neighborhood today, so I was
The
glad to
bike was at
find that
Walmart too.
in the bike too. So with the extra hot dog, so between the two, that's 2 hot dogs. I don't think they needed to throw the extra hot dog with the bike, but hey,
You're complaining about too much
we've
wiener.
been talking about wieners already a lot tonight, and I've got 2 more wieners for me. So
There you go. Just for you, Kenny. Just for
Sounds
you.
like a birthday party I want to go to.
See what I mean? Yeah, there you go.
I've got all the biker mice, but I still have not. None of those have popped up in any of our local WalMarts.
They
So I'm
had
hoping-
they
fingers
had
crossed
all of the bikes there. So
Fingers
Those
crossed
aren't
the
going to
bikes
scale
pop up.
well with like Legends, right?
doesn't
They're too
look
big.
doesn't look like it. They definitely seem a little bit bigger. Honestly, they seem like maybe even a little bit bigger than like the McFarlane bikes. I'm looking at like the
Really?
Batman bike over there, and this one looks even a little bit bigger than that. So yeah, definitely not gonna scale well with Legends.
Yeah, they had them at my comic book store in Manhattan, and the red one looks nice. The red bike, but
Yeah.
it's probably going to be too big. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would fit perfectly on there though, Kenny?
What?
A McFarlane Superman.
That's true. I'm gonna definitely put a Superman on that bike and
His
slow it
hands
down.
His hands are big enough to hold the handlebars. I know that.
And the wiener. Yeah.
It has to be the BDSM Superman.
That makes that. Yeah, that makes sense. That'll work.
I think it makes sense also to have a bunny rat war and put some
Captain Carrot.
Captain Carrots up in there.
Yeah. Carrot in one hand, wiener in the other,
There we go.
sitting on the
There-
bike.
And there are 3 bikes. And I've got the platinum Captain Carrot, the regular Captain Carrot, and the glow in the dark on the way. So a bike per Captain
Just
Carrot.
a whole scenario.
It's okay, we're going off the rails. We're going off the rails. Kenny, anything else?
That's all I got for you.
Okay, Andrew, help me out here. I'm losing
Yep.
my freaking mind. What have you picked up this week or weeks?
How many
Well-
wieners do you have, Andrew?
Just the one, I guess.
Oh.
So anyway, I had some things on pre-order for Big Bad.
Okay,
Finally come in. It's the TVC Anakin and the Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Because I wanted this representation of Anakin, but just after I ordered this, they finally released the pre-order for the Black Series. So now I'm waiting on that to come in. So
Trickle it
I
down
coulda-
to you.
yeah, I could have canceled that order, but I got burned with GameStop. So in case the Black Series don't come in, at least I've got that one.
Yeah. Are you
And
gonna open
then-
those?
Yeah, I'll open eventually. But then got my first, I guess, non-Black Series C-3PO,
Oh,
the Rebel Tech,
oh,
like this one
Okay.
because the arms
Nice.
actually can move
You gotta get an
compared
import.
to.
You gotta import to get that arm bend, right?
That's right. Because I mean, I've got the Black Series archive,
Mhm.
and yeah, this one just kind of sucks. So we'll just do
Yeah.
that. But yeah, this one, like the belly,
Oh,
actually looks
dude.
pretty good.
Looks
And it came
good.
with a little mouse droid and 2 other hands
Oh,
and a little stand for him to stand up.
nice.
Because otherwise, it will not stand up by itself.
Is it because the feet are so small, or is it like the knees are weak?
I don't know. The legs are kind of wonky. I don't know if it's just that one or they're all like that.
Reveltech. Right.
Yeah, you know, it is
Rebel
Rebel Tech. So
Yeah. But does it scale well with your Black Series? Scales pretty good.
that one's a little bit taller than the Black Series C-3PO. So, I mean, actually, I've got another Black Series that I picked up because it was on sale at Walmart. It's the Paz Vizsla Deluxe.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see.
Oh, there we go.
About right.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That works.
I love that scene when he used that gun.
Yes. Right there at the end.
Yeah.
all the way to the end, and then Santa.
Hey.
Nice. Christmas in March.
That's right. I
There
kind of
we
like this
go.
one.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's-
well built.
I think that's and the box it comes in looks like an older like Legends box too.
Yeah,
So it's pretty
it's
cool.
there.
Yeah.
Which version of Santa is that? Is that like
The nice one. I guess like
Okay.
the classic.
Yeah.
okay?
I think
Yeah.
that's I got the original release. I think my beard's a little grayer. I think when
Yeah.
they re-released it, I think is that one more of a white beard? I think
A little bit.
looks a little more classic. That one looks better.
It's kind of grayish. What do
For
you
his
think?
waist, is it a swivel or
I think it's the ball joint, right? Or
Ball
is
joint?
it,
I don't know.
think
The swivel's
so.
right there at the belly.
will it pivot
He
at all?
can
Andrew?
go
I
back
can't
a
remember.
little bit, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
There's a ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he's a good
So-
figure.
Yeah.
He's solid.
Yeah. I like it. Came with a little present. The list, cookie,
Yeah.
some milk. So
The only thing I wish he came with was like a sack. Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh, you didn't get enough
You
of the
know.
wieners. Now you want sacks. All right.
All right, we got to have a sack to go with the wieners, guys. Come on.
can't have
Andrew.
everything though.
Yes, we can. Andrew, we are collectors. We will demand everything. Okay, everything, and then some.
Everything. Anything.
Until AI takes us all down.
How are you gonna
All
sell
right.
Santa without his sack? That's just
I know.
criminal. Criminal.
Santa needs a sack.
Exactly.
Speaking of sacks,
Yeah.
David.
Sacrifice.
Speaking of sacks.
Speaking
Um,
of sacks, show us your sack of goodies.
Just one. So
I need to get that looked
Dan
at.
Who is not the only cool guy in the world to have
Oh yeah.
new safari suit, jumpsuit, Savage Land, Professor Xavier, with the amazing eyebrows and green jumpsuit
They
and
are popping.
walking action feature. Yeah, so this is Rich's fault because he messaged me that this was in stock on CMD and I didn't know and I had to order it. So picked up one to keep on card, one to open. And I have a spare
Chair.
cover
Spare
chair.
chair.
Spare chair.
Spare chair.
So I just opened this today when I got home from work, so I'm still playing around with it, figuring it out. But what's great about this one is though, like he has neck functionality at the base of the neck and the top of the neck, which I didn't realize. Like if this is the Hank Pym body, I didn't realize that Hank Pym could do that. But
You got to get Professor X into those Spider-Man poses, man.
yeah, like he can
Superhero
look,
landing poses.
he can look down into the chair, you know, what's going on in the chair.
I mean,
Just making sure it's still
fair.
working.
to be fair, his neck and head are really his only power moves.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can look like up and back. So yeah, cool new Xavier. So one step closer to recreating the big long Jim Lee poster of all the X-Men. But we still need Rachel and Farrell. So hopefully. But yeah, I just feel like the extra hands are kind of wasteful. Like we don't need those trigger finger hands. Like Xavier's a peaceful man. You know, he's not always gun toting.
It's not out blasting in the streets.
Yeah, so I would rather they have given us like a open, you know, an open hand. You know?
Yeah.
For like sending the mental vibes out there, you know. So
What expression would you use for manipulating children effect?
I don't know. I think that's a really dicey question to discuss on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to think about that and get back to you, Rick.
And we've been taken down. Yep.
Just saying, he's got a dark past.
That's true. It's true.
So, David, in regards to this figure, please tell me, like everyone here has seen, like it was this video floating around of a review of like the old, I think it was a Toy Biz Professor Xavier that came with the wheelchair. And when you pick him up out of the wheelchair, like his legs are super loose, like they made them super loose on purpose.
So he can't stay on.
That's the movie one. That's the
okay.
the original X-Men movie, Patrick Stewart Xavier. Like The legs are literally just like a wobbling, crazy mess. And I'm like, well, it's accurate. I mean,
Yeah. I laughed way too hard when I saw that. A couple
Very
years
weird.
ago.
And that wheelchair is still a really good design.
Yeah, it is.
Well, they were able to take all the funding away from the legs and put it in a wheelchair. Nice.
yeah. So super hyped to have this finally. And I guess the next one will be Jean Grey without her boots in the X Factor costume.
That's right.
So
David, you don't have to sound so disappointed. You don't have to sound
I'm
so
disappointed. Still triggered. I'm still triggered. So I'm actually like seriously like I'm probably gonna get an extra one and chop the figure at the mid calf and just glue yellow boots at the calf cut. I'm just gonna do it.
You'll make it happen, David. Also, did anybody else see that StreamYard's being really wonky? I did the video and it swapped Andrew with
Put
David
Andrew
by itself. Yeah, I didn't do that at all. All I did was click on the video. Yeah,
I wonder why
StreamYard's
I was
been
no
wonky,
longer
man.
the focal point, but
It felt targeted.
Ever since they did some like scenes panel thing, and apparently it's really glitchy. And ever since that update, it's just been pretty wonky. But so we can get into my pickups real quick. Before I do that, I do want to say hello to a couple more people in the chat. Of course, Art G was talking about the dragon, saying it's a must. He's been tracking what he's been selling off here lately to try to fund it. And Art did also ask David. He did ask to clarify. You did search for it. Look, it swapped Andrew again. The AI, I'm telling you, it's trying to put Andrew on the forefront. But Art G asked if you searched the App Store on the Roku for the YouTube app.
Yeah, and it only pulls up YouTube TV. Like that's it. But I bought a Roku Express, which is like a small little like.
It shouldn't matter.
I don't know. This is what I mean. It cost me $17.99 on Amazon to buy this Roku thing, so I guess I got what I paid for. You know.
Sorry, the Express model doesn't include YouTube, so if you want YouTube, you're gonna have to upgrade to the next model.
Of course.
Exactly.
Always how it is. It's how they get you.
I think Dan's trying to identify our friend in the basement down there. It's the longest monster. Oh, look, John Morrissey is here. Oh, he might have been, actually. I might be wrong. John Morrissey is here. I'm here. Better late than never. Happy Saturday to all you toy sluts, except Kenny. I don't know why it's not bringing that last part up. I'm not sure why exactly. And let's see here. And movie accurate Professor. Yes, movie accurate Professor X. And John Morrissey says, Legion X, I need to pay you for making some of those snazzy risers for me, on which I will display custom Marvel Legend figs, and David, Evan, and Smith will make for me. Oh, there we go. He's trying to get you both. His commissions like set up from you both.
Hey, if you've got money, we can talk, man. So you didn't buy the dragon, we can spend that money with me and Rick, you know?
Or John Morrissey. You can put that money towards the freeing our friend here from the basement and just bringing him home. Okay,
he looks scared.
Just look at him. He's really scared down there. He doesn't know who started that fire in the basement behind him. He's terrified. So let's let him out.
He's a dragon. He can handle it.
John, Justin
we don't know that, Rick.
Justin needs you to release his dragon. Okay.
Yeah.
John.
Basically. Yeah. Basically. So let's see here. What have I picked up this week? Oh, so last week the large blockies Pokemon came in, and this week other ones came in. The smaller guys. So there's 6 of these. There's Psyduck, Riolu, Charmander, Eevee, Pikachu, and Spigaratu. I don't know. So the little ones, they're all like cool model kits. They come with little bases. And the Psyduck is probably my favorite. It doesn't have a great... Oh, the picture on the back, they put a sticker over it. Gotta love that. It's got like little question marks over his head.
It
And they all
adds
come
to
with
the
little-
mystery.
Yeah. See, that comes with a rock and a plant. A rock and a plant. So there we go. I might have my own rock diorama, Rick, actually. So if I get enough of those, I just, string them all together.
Yeah.
So then let's see here. I also had, so I don't think I've asked any of you guys this, but have you ever seen the movie Kubo and the Two Strings?
Is that some weeb shit?
Crickets.
Sounds like it.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ. It's an animated film.
An
It's
anime?
it's not even animated. It's not even animated. It's actually they do it like with the dolls and stuff. It's like the same studio that did Coraline.
Okay.
did
Yeah.
the Two Strings.
Claymation? Is it claymation?
Well, I forget what the word is for it.
Stop motion.
Stop
Stop
action.
motion. There we go. Stop motion, and it actually holds the record.
I
for
think
like,
the word you're looking for is weeb shit.
Yeah,
Shut up, Kenny.
I think that's
Um,
it. Nailed it. Nailed it.
But they hold the record for like the biggest like puppet ever. I forget how big it was, but it was this giant skeleton, and they hold the record for the second biggest. And in the movie, they make a boat out of leaves, and they actually made that for the movie. They took like hundreds of thousands of leaves and like glued them together and made an actual boat for the movie. It's a really good movie. It's a really good story, but it bombed in the box office all those years ago. So
Really? Imagine that.
So-
I
but
wonder
check it out. Check it out, please.
if it's so good. I can't imagine why it bombed.
So,
in the box
so there's
office.
like no merch for it, right? But I came across this guy that 3D prints stuff for the movie. So I got these. This is like a little totem in the movie. It's like the
Okay.
monkey character. It comes to life later, like a
So
quarter
the
of
guy
way
that makes
into
that is the
movie.
other guy that saw the movie.
Yes, and
He was a big fan, apparently.
big fan. Let me see here if I can get that to. And then this is a character named Hanzo.
Those
So
are very well done.
yeah, I love it, man. So it's a really sad story. It's a really good movie, but watch it. It's on, I believe it's on Netflix now. But
Really?
damn it, watch it. Nobody else has seen this damn movie. Everybody
Say it
I
again.
asked,
Say it again. If I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
You're
It's-
just gonna have to schedule an episode where we discuss that to force us to watch it for homework.
But
It might
we're
be
gonna have
out
to
that
do a
week, though. I don't know, so we'll see.
we're gonna have to do a live viewing. A live viewing of the freaking movie.
Just-
That's what
it's
we're
just
gonna
us
do.
watching the movie. And
I'm sure you'll have no
Right.
problem getting approval to like simulcast it. You know.
Nobody else is watching it, so
Yeah.
who cares, right? I don't know.
we're honestly helping at that point.
Yeah.
So
I'm literally
Spreading
one of the
awareness.
biggest fans.
Spreading
So-
awareness 5 people at a time.
that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
There we go. But guys, so getting in to the main topic here. I know, David, you wanted to discuss this. This is, let's see here. Let me bring it up. Of course, I got the thumbnail here. The future is here. And as you can tell, I'm sure you can tell, this is actually an AI generated thumbnail. So I know, David, we wanted Rick on with us this week because you and Rick have both been kind of on the AI train, if you will. I don't even want to call it that. So it's not like you're doing anything like super crazy. You're using the app to just kind of enhance your own work with your own photos. But in my limited experience with AI, from what I've seen, is some people just don't want anything to do with it. They absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
They say it's going to put everybody out of work, which, by the way, if those are your views, it's your views. It's whatever, it's not my job. I'm just an idiot on the internet talking to change your point of view on something. Right. So all I can do is tell you my point of view, and then we can either respect each other's opinions, agree to disagree. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. It's opinions. No, everyone's not going to agree on everything. If we did, this would be a boring freaking world. So all I ask is just be respectful of other people's opinions. That's all I ask.
I say we get into a very heated debate. Spice it up a little
There
bit.
we go, Kenny. There we go. That's what I was
Whatever you
getting-
guys say, I'm just going to go the opposite, whether I believe it or not. All right.
I mean, as long as we
Exactly.
all know at the end of the stream, like ultimately, like I'm right. So, that's really all that matters.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's not true. That's sorry.
no,
Thank you, Kenny.
definitely
See?
not.
See, Kenny,
Yeah, I can't do it.
don't fight it. Don't fight it.
If you remember, like back in the day, I know David will definitely remember this, when the internet was getting big, that's what everyone was worried about. Like, oh, it's robots and stuff. They're gonna take our jobs, and
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah. I mean, I'm still not convinced Andrew is not AI. Like, I've never.
He might be.
seen him in
He
person,
might be.
You never know.
He's a program. He's a program.
Mhm.
So
Solid chance.
So we're going to talk about that. Before we do that real quick, did you guys want to look at this Walmart CollectorCon stuff real quick?
Let's do
I
it.
almost forgot about it. Yes, there we go. Honestly, I don't think any of it's for me.
Well, we know Kenny
We're gonna
doesn't
look at
love
it.
shopping there, so
right.
Oh, online, it's fine. I don't have to go in.
Yeah. So, yeah, all this is basically it. There's no point in scrolling around. I mean, there's no point in even scrolling up and down. Like these are all pre-orders that went up. What, one Marvel Legend, a couple Black Series, a G.I. Joe, cool, but I think it's like, is that like $50? It's like $49. And nah.
two Marvel.
R2D2.
Andrew, there's
Two
the
Marvel.
R2 has like the thrusters.
Yep.
Wait, oh yeah, I didn't even see Spider-Man there. Jesus Christ, those eyes.
How could you miss it?
Oh man, those eyes. Oh, Kenny, I was complaining about this Iron Giant from Super 7. They did two of them.
That's
They
true.
did a translucent one. So before
Why?
we started the show,
Is that a thing?
I was talking to Kenny and Andrew about how the Super 7 Iron Giant really pisses me off. I don't need it. It's whatever. It's a $35 price point. It comes with no accessories. I have the Diamond Select Iron Giant that actually has, shading on it and doesn't look like just plain gray plastic. Came with extra hands, accessories, a magnet in the shoulder to put the boy from the movie on where he sticks on the shoulder, light up eyes, and it's the exact same scale. I got that for $29 from Diamond Select. Or you can buy the Super 7 one for $35 that isn't painted, comes with no extra hands, no accessories, nothing. But it comes on a retro card or a card back. I don't get it. I don't want to hate any company. I don't hate Super 7. I think the Power Rangers Zords they did were cool. I have their Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. They've done some cool stuff. They do some cool stuff, but then they do weird decisions like this that just don't make any sense. Did nobody tell like whoever came up with this idea of like, yeah, $35 Iron Giant, no accessories? Nobody tap them on the shoulder and be like, they can still find the Diamond Select one that's a lot better for cheaper, sir. Oh, I don't care. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my only opinion on any of this. Rick, any of this catch your eye?
I'm not getting any of it.
Kenny, I know you already gave your opinions last night on Kenny's channel. Make sure you go back and watch that on the replay. But give us the broad strokes.
The broad strokes. Love broad strokes.
Struck me.
That's right. For me, I did pre-order both Marvel Legends. I am one of the 5 people excited about Spider-Man 77. So that was actually one that I was very happy that was even announced because it's pretty random, but I have a fondness for that Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man. So I was absolutely in on that, as weird as it may be, but I am looking forward to it. Spirit Spider, one of the only 2, I think, Gamerverse figures I'm definitely going in for. So that and Kingpin, I'll be in for. Just cool. It'll be cool to be able to add the Spirit Spider into the Spider-Verse shelf. Even though it is the Gamerverse one, I think it's close enough, and the representation is cool. Other than that, I mean, I think Crystal Ball looks cool. I just don't collect G.I. Joe, so I don't want to dive into that rabbit hole and go down there, but I think a lot of people are excited about that one. So if you like it, good.
He kind
Um,
of
I
looks
think
like an Italian Shang Tsung.
he does a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That extra head's really cool, though. That helmet, that is really cool.
There is the Stone Cold, which I think David should get because he could
Yes.
use a man in his underwear
Well, the handcuffs, David. The
Ooh,
handcuffs.
and handcuffs. So
And comes with soft goods, jean shorts too.
I'm just saying, a lot of options there. So
And I mean, look at those pointer finger hands. I'm just
Yeah, man.
saying. Yeah. And also some beer cans. Yeah.
Sold.
There we go.
sold.
Sold.
I was out until beer cans.
Yeah. I was kind of tempted by this Stone Cold a little bit, but I already have what I feel like is a good enough Stone Cold in my very small wrestling cube. So it's I think this body's like too bulky, honestly. That's way too bulky, in my opinion.
Not for me.
There you
Do
go.
y'all think Mattel will take the DC license they now have and make them similar to their wrestling figures?
I wonder. Like, articulation schemes will probably be similar, like, but I don't know. I really am curious, and I know we've already had a in-depth conversation about this, but like, I am curious how they're gonna execute the DC line. So we'll see.
They're gonna put a Superman head on the Stone Cold Steve Austin body.
That's it. And just paint an S on the
Honestly,
chest.
Same hands.
Honestly,
same cuffs.
They could make the
those hands are looking
barbarian-
kind of big, so they might. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those hands
they're
are kind of
already
big.
halfway there. Yeah,
Same beer cans because we know Superman loves a cold one.
that's right. That's right.
You know, after a long day, saving the world,
Yeah.
saving Lois.
It gets
You know what?
stressful
Just-
out there.
They might just send you this, a permanent marker and a red cape, and be like, "There, color in the hairline.
Figure it out.
There you go. Figure it out. You do it. You do it."
Superman coloring kit. Go have fun, kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything else
So,
is
Andrew.
is whatever.
Oh,
What's this? Yeah, well, this is good. It's a good segue to Andrew because I have quite the R2D2. Is that part of Black Series? Did they just choose to give you a large image to make me think that like a life-size R2D2? Yeah, I mean, I might be in for that. You know, I'm
Yeah, I guess just a bigger picture because it's going to be a Black Series.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is going to take me to the. Yeah.
I'm
Does that
saying
come up for y'all?
if HasLab does a 1/1 scale R2D2, I might be in the market for that. I don't know.
They would do it as like a role play, so you'd have to wear it.
That's fine. I'll get in there.
Just squeeze in.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Hasbro
yeah.
to release like a life-size trash can with an R2D2
Yeah,
helmet
it's
that you
just
can
like
fit in.
yeah, it's just a paint trash.
Yeah, it comes with these little thrusters right here, like with the arms open up on the sides. So it comes
Love
with
a
some new
thruster.
stuff.
Yeah.
David loves the thruster.
Love a
Loves
thruster.
it. There we go. But besides that, Andrew, it's like the exact same, right? Besides the arms open up and you get these thrusting accessories.
Yeah, I think it's got more stuff to it going on than I think some previous Black Series, but that's probably one I'll
Sorry,
definitely
I'm
pick
just
up, I
lamenting
think.
the fact I just said. I just actually said thrusting accessories live on the internet. So, and then we get these two guys down here. Andrew, tell us about these two guys.
So that's Kit Fisto.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, he dies.
They're in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
He dies.
You know how I know he dies, Andrew? He's got
He's
one of
on
these
the
right
weekend.
here, and he's a
Just told
prequel
us.
Jedi.
You
Yeah.
can't kill a
He's
Jedi,
got
right?
No.
Right? Yeah.
No one can kill a
No.
Jedi.
No one can kill a Jedi.
He's in that.
Impossible.
Makes sense.
No one can kill a Jedi.
Fire.
The liar really like puts a button on it, you know?
It does.
There we go.
Yep.
There you go. And this is this Commander Cody, Andrew? Like the
No.
6th release of him? No, it's not. Andrew, they all look the same. They're all the same. They all have
really
the
do.
same armor and just different color paint.
Commander Cody's got yellow paint.
Whatever.
Would you
Whatever.
mix
So
up
who's
Billy
this
and
guy?
Trini, Justin? Would you mix up Billy and Trini?
No,
Disrespectful.
because when they David, like these are literally clones of each other. They take their helmets off and they look the same.
You don't have to tell me. I'm not defending. But you're stepping on Andrew's shtick, you know?
No.
Don't step on his shtick.
So by that logic, all Spider-Mans look the same.
Ooh.
Damn it, Andrew.
All Iron Mans look the same.
Burn,
You know
Shots
what?
fired.
You
burn.
can say that. You can say that, Andrew, but who else? What other Spider-Man has these freaking eyes? Okay.
I'll agree with that as long as all Supermen don't look.
Yeah,
the
that
same.
looks terrible.
Yeah.
All Supermen look like
And
Stone Cold
this-
Steve Austin.
Yeah.
That's Ghost
Yeah,
Rider,
there we
right?
go. Basically,
Kind of.
And,
basically. So let's see here. Who's that? David.
Yo.
Any of this excites you? Any of this get you ready to stand up?
get you riled up.
So what's weird is like the Ace Duck wrestling NECA turtles thing is kind of hilarious. I just
Yeah.
don't know. I just don't know if I can do it. But it's like my eye goes to the most crazy looking thing on the screen. You know, like I just want. And he comes
like,
with a
right.
chair to like beat people
Right.
with, right?
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
packing something besides that chair. I'm telling you. That's
Hey, lots ahead for that duck.
Mhm.
So.
Clip.
Yeah, so I mean that looks cool. Like,
Nice.
but the thing is, like, Walmart CollectorCon is an online event, right? Like, you'd have to just go and search the website and order all these things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Are these pre-orders or
sometime.
they're like in stock to order?
I think they were in
Those-
stock.
The Legends were pre-order. I don't know about everything else.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
okay. So I mean, I don't know if I would like go out of my way to seek out any of this, but I am one of the 5 people that would buy the 77 Spider-Man because it's a live-action Spider-Man. I have the Japanese TV Spider-Man, or what is it, a movie? Whatever. But I have that, and I have every other live-action Spider-Man, so might as well get this.
You should.
And I'm torn about Spirit Spider. But
About
oh
Spirit
yeah,
Fingers?
and there's Invisible John Cena.
Yeah.
I thought
which-
about
I
getting
was
this
about to make a
Super
terrible
creative.
joke about
just to.
he's not here.
Yeah, there's nothing on the screen.
Mhm.
I thought about getting this just to make it like put him as Ghost in my like display because I don't have the one from the Thunderbolt set from years ago, right? And then I'm like, the head sculpt, it's too John Cena-y, so like I can't even.
Yeah.
Can you
not
really
do-
tell?
I guess not, right? Like from that picture,
No.
you can't tell, right? So could be.
I think it's still
he
worth
does
it.
have a hat on, so that's the
Yeah.
thing.
I honestly I should have gotten it. It's out of stock now, but this will probably
Okay, well,
pop
I
up.
guess
in
I won't
store.
be getting it then. So never mind.
But I mean, translucent
Well,
accessories,
Even if
right?
it's in stores. Some dog tags, some hands, and a head. I think that's all he comes with.
This could be an Iceman
Yeah,
figure.
here we go.
Could be, yeah.
Oh, buff
Yeah.
Iceman. Yeah.
Okay. Iceman's one of my favorite characters. We cannot just throw him under the bus like this.
What?
Jean Short Iceman.
Hey,
It's like barbecue
Rick.
day Iceman, right? So,
Look, okay.
they're having a barbecue at the mansion. He's got the jean shorts on, but they're made of ice.
All right.
The
Just
whole situation.
some lingo that me and David might know. Iceman is a twink, okay?
listen, but he can reform his body completely of ice. So like he can be as big and imposing as he wants, and he can wear
Giggity.
jean shorts made of ice. Like it's allowed, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well,
I think you should embrace this, Rick. I think it should be the priority that you nab John Cena Iceman.
That should be the takeaway from this.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
there's one thing you can learn, one takeaway, just
We all need
I was
that
gonna make a
John
terrible
Cena
joke.
for different reasons.
was gonna make a terrible overused joke of he might pop up in Walmart, but you'll never know. So you won't see him on the shelf.
Well,
John
wait,
Moore.
can we see the image of the package? Because like, is he translucent in the package image?
Yeah.
Can we re-see that? I didn't really catch it.
Damn it, David.
Come on, man.
Damn it.
You didn't
Go
thoroughly
back up.
explore
Come
this
on.
topic.
Yeah. We need to go further in depth here.
What do you mean the like
The
on the
packaging
package itself?
image of John Cena, is he
On the bun.
translucent? Oh my goodness. The slow loading. Like, it's so funny. This is an AI
The
stream,
slow.
and the technology is really fucking with
We're
us tonight.
actually showing why you need AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
Wow.
share this
Justin.
instead. Let this load.
Like,
Telling
sound
you.
issues.
Well, it loaded just fine the first time, David.
No, we're only allowed to look at it once. I think that's
I mean, you're just blowing through all of this material, Justin. Like, we're never taking
There we
time to
go.
slow down and really thank you. Wow. So he's completely
there.
not in the
Yeah.
image. That's great.
Yeah. So
That's great.
I really wish they would have made the hat,
I
given
see
us a
what you mean.
non-translucent hat too.
Yeah.
I really
Mhm.
wish.
maybe
So-
soft good stuff.
But
It
yeah,
would
if
mess
I
up
see
my-
this in stores,
Can
No.
you tell me why he's translucent? I'm just,
You're not familiar with
You can't-
his thing in wrestling?
His shtick.
His shtick?
his shtick,
John
you can't see
Cena's
me.
shtick?
That's his whole thing. You can't
He's
see
like-
me. It's his
Yeah.
whole.
I don't watch wrestling, and
shtick.
I know that. But yeah, that's
Okay.
his thing. So like, I just think it's such a creative, interesting, like left field thing to do for this line. So like,
Yeah.
I would actually be in on that. You know, like it's just so bizarre. And the packaging, I might even get one to keep in packaging because the image is so cool with him not in the image. You know. But you could technically, Justin,
Brian Merchant
put
was
any
helping us
hat
out.
from any other John Cena figure on it. You know?
That's true. That's true. But then I would have to own another John Cena figure, David.
That's true.
Which
That's
that's the thing. I do, especially since he's about to retire. I have such a honed in like roster in my wrestling cube. I do eventually want to add a John Cena in there, but I was waiting on the right one. So I think that might be the right one to put in there. So
well, Mattel
yeah.
is going to do probably a Peacemaker figure with John Cena.
yes.
Oh,
with the-
absolutely.
that up.
Because
I would scoop
That's a
that
good
up in a
point.
heartbeat.
they already have the likeness rights.
You see,
and
Kenny?
now it's all coming
Yeah.
together.
You see that, Kenny?
And
Mind
do you
blown.
see this
Do you see?
right here? John Morrissey with the
$6.16.
$6.16
Close
super chat.
to a dragon.
Thank you, John Morrissey, for the super chat and for covering up David right now on the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being my friends.
You can't see me. Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David doing his best John Cena impersonation right there. All right. And Compulsive Collector is here. You know, he doesn't have anything to say to us. He just, sorry I missed you last night, Kenny. He's probably also sorry for being here tonight. So just like Jean is
imagine,
allowed
yeah.
to not wear her yellow boots, David. Yeah. I guess talking about John Cena. So there we go. There we go. Walmart Collector Con. Woo! Exciting. And I can close that tab finally. Okay. There we go. Now we can get to the main topic. And I do have Instagram brought up here, David. If there's anything you want me to bring up from your page while you're talking about this, but either David or Rick, whichever you're the AI experts. So I want you guys to let us know like your feelings on, because it's been kind of, I know you told me it's been a little hectic out there since you guys started posting the, what would you call it? Kind of like AI enhanced images where it turns them into like a short video basically, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Rick, you started this before me, right?
only about a day.
Oh,
You
right.
hopped on it as soon as I messaged you about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I jumped on the bandwagon right after you. And I'm still blown away like some of the images of magic that you turned into video. I don't know. I just think it's a cool tool. I consider it an extension of like graphic programs and like visual effects in like the movie industry. Like it used to be stop motion. It used to be like miniature models that were filmed as though they were, you know, massive spaceships in Star Wars and Star Trek, like, and video graphics enhanced that, and was the next generation of graphics. So this is one of Rick's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
this
it's
is
my
Rick's.
least favorite. Let's go to
Oh.
Magic.
Here's my
Yeah.
least favorite. All right,
That's
let's
gonna,
look at
well,
this.
it's funny. That Scarlet Witch looks like who's the girl that plays Wednesday in the Netflix series?
Um,
You know who I'm talking about, right?
God.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, she looks like that Scarlet Witch looks like her in Scarlet Witch cosplay.
Oh,
But
Jenna Ortega.
yes, Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's Storm. You've made realistic work of Storm, and I struggle with a lot of Storm figures, like making them look realistic. The capes tend to like warp and not be what the cape really looks like, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
It is.
we all have to admit it does lightning very well, and she's
Oh.
nude at this point.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Go
isn't
ahead.
her ass
Hey,
just, out?
There, real quick.
you know, AI
Um,
takes from literature as well, and Storm is a nudist, and I wonder if it found a sentence somewhere and was like, let's just show her ass. Okay.
Let's just put it in there.
Did you name her Storm like in the prompts that you put in?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, that gambit is amazing. And like the way it translates the figure, the head sculpt from that's from the X-Men 275 pack, right? That head sculpt.
Yep.
The way that translates that into reality, he looks so real. But your Jubilee post looks really good too. It makes Jubilee like 100% real human.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
So
it's kind of campy in that it keeps the joints
I know.
in it, so it doesn't look realistic, but it has an aesthetic to it.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you still want it to come across that, oh, this is
A toy.
enhancing this picture of my figure, right?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
not just a video of someone walking towards the camera
Mhm.
and added like effects.
So
But this
I
is
mean, yeah. Go ahead.
this is the one where it took it to another level, and I did not expect it to look this good.
Mm-hmm.
It's even able to like add to the background when it crops and changes the camera angle,
Mm-hmm.
and it will like invent new background that doesn't actually exist.
Yeah.
And then the effects, it's a little bit in how you word the prompt, but honestly, it's pretty random what kind of results you get.
Yeah, I found that too. Like, so for anybody that's watching that really doesn't know how this works, and it's this app that we use is called Kling AI, and you upload a photo, you type in a prompt for what you want the photo to do as it is turned into a video, and you can be as specific as you want. I think it lets you put like 1,000 characters or even more of type to like specify what you want it to do, or you could be as vague as you want, and then you click to like generate the video based on the prompt, and the app just interprets what you typed and applies it to the image. And so you really don't know how it's going to turn out until it fully generates and you play it. And sometimes I've been so surprised by like the detail and the reality of what is brought to life. And depending on the figure and depending on the pose in the photo, some of the joints do disappear, like knee joints or torso joints or elbow joints. They might vanish if they're not captured in the photo. Like if the arm is bent, where you don't see the elbow joint, it will not add an elbow joint. It will assume that there's no joint there, and it just makes it a fluid kind of thing. The things that don't really disappear are like hip joints and some torso joints and like shoulder joints.
For my Magic, it all the joints disappeared.
Yeah, well, so many of her articulation points are hidden between the breaks in the costume and the skin, you know? So like that didn't surprise me as much, but just the reality of the face and the hair was like mind blowing. That's the magic one that I think we're talking about, where like, and the fact that portal was a complete transformation into fire.
Yeah.
And
like,
yet it couldn't get rid of that peg stand.
right.
It's just stuck there, and it changes her outfit with every rendition, and it's lovely. And if I was making a movie and I needed some concept art, this would be such a quick way to make that and give me tons of ideas of what works realistically and what doesn't. And it only took 30 minutes with an app that doesn't, you have to pay a fee, but it's not that much.
David, could you use this to give the new Jean Grey her boots?
Yes. I'm sure that you could. What's funny is like when I got the X Factor Cyclops that has boots, I tried to do a couple of videos where he's trying to take his boots off, but no matter what prompt I typed in, like he would like sit on the floor and like tug at the boot, but it was like not removable, and so but that portal that you use for magic, that's the one that came with Zero.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like depending on the translucency of the figure or the power effect, if some will look like jelly and not turn into energy, but like lightning effects usually completely vanish in the app and turn into true lightning. If you're on mine now, you can scroll down to like the first one that I did of X-Men females. It's a Jean Grey cover image. The Jim Lee Jean Grey with the pink energy. Yeah. So like I do a bunch of these images and string them together as a reel. And so like you can see there, like that translucent power effect kind of spins into a vanishing thing, but her fingers kind of distort. But for a magic wielder, I don't think that's too crazy because, it's magic. It's magic. You never know what's going to look like. But like the capes, I always have to type in a prompt of like her hair and cape flow in the wind as she, wields lightning. But like that, the lightning effects are on the storm figure, but they completely turn into real lightning in the image because they're so translucent. But it really will take all the cues from you as to what you want. Like Dazzler sings into the microphone and her hand emanates radiant light. Like that's a prompt I would type, and then that would generate that image. And I find things with like capes and dresses or like soft goods mask a lot of the joints of figures, so they look completely seamless and realistic because you don't see any joints in the figures. But yeah, it's been fun. So certain fails, like this one with Wolverine, like I typed the prompts for both of them and it only activated Boom Boom, and Wolverine is completely still doing nothing. So it's like certain things it will just completely fail and not do anything to the image. So that's a bit of a waste, but yeah, it's this first post that I did is still getting likes. And it was, I don't know, 2 months ago. But yet I posted a Batman 66 one yesterday, and I think I only have 11 likes on it. And so like, I don't know if it's the tags that I use in my real post, but like how many does it show you on there? How many likes are on it?
16.
16. Oh, wow. I'm almost at 20 likes. But usually this is a very slow growing post. But a lot of these figures, their articulation is kind of hidden in the sculpt of the plastic. So a lot of them look pretty real. Like you can't see any joints on that Catwoman figure, really.
Right. Yeah.
The Bookworm figure, like the knee joints in most of these are hidden in the pant folds. So like, yeah. Boxing Riddler, celebrating Clock King. There's one King Tut, and he's completely in a his whole like robes and everything. So, the penguin, there's like no joints on him. But yeah, it's I'll he's jumping up and down gleefully. There's a good old Frozen Robin.
Yeah, Frozen, sure.
There's King Tut. Yeah. He's got like no
man.
joints visible in there, so he looks like a true video of the actor. So yeah, there's a lot of successes. Rick mentioned that you pay a fee. So the app in general is free, and you can operate free within the app.
Yeah.
But if you try to generate a video, there will be like unrealistically like long wait times to generate a video if you don't do any kind of payment. Like I think it'll be like 4 hours to generate a video, whereas if you do a paid membership, I think my membership is $9.99 a month. Then videos generate within like 30 seconds or a minute.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
It's starkly different. Yeah. And then you can when you go into the app on a daily basis, you can claim 66 free credits, and it takes 20 credits to generate a 5-second video of a photo. So if you want a higher quality video, it could take 35 credits. But if you do the basic bare minimum 5-second video, it's 20 credits. So you could technically generate 3 videos a day for free with those 66 credits that you can claim, but then you can also buy more credits. So like you spend $20, it'll give you like 1,300 credits, and then you can operate more comfortably without like running out of credits in a day. So there is ways to do it for free. But then there's in-app purchases that can streamline and, speed up things.
Yeah. So the way they get you is that wait time. So if the video, after waiting 4 hours, the video it generates, like the prompts weren't right, or you didn't like it, it's like, oh my God.
Damn,
Now
that
I've
would be,
done 4 hours.
Yeah.
it's like trying to download music off a Napster with a modem.
Right. And there's legitimately no reason that that's the only way that they would generate money out of the app is like, there's no reason that it should take 4 hours. If you pay $9.99 a month and they can generate stuff for you in 30 seconds, like there's no reason to make you wait, unless they want you to pay for the membership, So like, buyer beware, but like, I just find it so fun, and it brings to life. It adds energy effects and power effects and facial expressions, and it just brings your toys to life. And that's really what we collect for, is the imagination factor of like a that thing that we love, like in reality and in person in front of us. So like that's what's so like alluring about this app for me. But there's been a lot of like naysayers and trolls on Instagram. So like, Rick, I don't know if you have any stories.
Well, just anecdotally, I lost when I posted the first one, the AI video of Phoenix. I lost about 170 followers.
Yeah.
Within 2 days, and then I would get really negative, snarky comments that weren't trying to be constructive, just tearing me down.
Like what would they say?
AI slop. That was the number one, and I guess that's the go-to cut down for AI slop, because I got it probably 7 times. Another thread would be, we're taking jobs away from animators. Like I'm going to hire an animation staff.
like you're gonna hire somebody to animate that for you,
right?
All right.
And then the in between was, this looks really cool, I just hate that it's AI. And so they have some animosity towards the method, but like the effect.
Yeah,
the result. Yeah.
To me, that's a little more understanding if they just have negative feelings towards AI. So Kenny brought up a great point.
I did.
The whole thing of by doing this on your own personal Instagram as a hobby, how is that taking money out of anyone's pocket?
Yeah,
You weren't gonna pay somebody to do this.
So
I
mean,
go ahead.
sorry, Justin.
No.
No, but like I've been posting, all I've been doing since I started that first X-Men females video. Like that's kind of all I've really been posting on Instagram since. And the first initial like 3 posts of reels, like there was one person that like their whole narrative was, you could have just done stop motion. Like, why didn't you just do stop motion? And I was like, well,
I could have.
I don't need to because this did it for me. And then he was like, well, it's just like animators are not going to have work because of this app. And I'm like, but, and you said this, Justin, but it's like, how I see this is I am collecting action figures. I am taking photos of my action figures. I am putting my photo into the Kling AI app. I am typing my prompts of what I want my photo of my action figure to do in the video that generates. So, and usually I actually feature more customs or customized figures of mine in it than a stock, like straight out of the box Marvel Legend, because I want to remove any chance for somebody to say like I took somebody else's photo and fed it through the app. Like, no, like all of this stuff is stuff I own. Yeah. So like, I understand if there was pushback because I was like screenshotting Justin's post and feeding it through my app and turning it into a video and posting it then as mine, because it's not. Yeah. But everything from start to finish is content that I have pulled together or generated from my own prompts. So I really don't understand how me doing any of that robs anybody of a job out in the real world that is doing animation work. If you think that AI in general is going to phase out people in any industry hiring animators, that's a conversation that could be had. But nothing that I'm doing on my Instagram is really doing that. Like AI is not going to go away. Like the app, if I deleted the app from my phone and I said I'm not going to participate, the app will never go away. I hope everyone in the world realizes that. Like AI is nobody's going to release a law that says we have to, burn it all and like delete all the files. Like AI, we're just going to step back 20 years and like pretend AI never became a thing. It's not. It's already here. So like whether you want to participate in it or not, don't hate on anybody that is choosing to. And I'm going to use it however I choose to use it. Like that's it. That's just my take. I don't know if that sounds crazy or harsh or whatever, but
Andrew saying we have an AI bot comment. I think it's from Twitch.
Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah,
oh well. This AI is all over this, man. AI is all over this. But you make great points, David. As long as if you're using it for your own personal reasons, it's not hurting anybody. You're using your own content and feeding that through it. Where it gets murky is if you're using it to do something with somebody else's content. But there are copyright measures on these apps for that. Mm-hmm. You see your picture on somebody's post being used by AI, you can claim that. Honestly, I don't know how that goes through Instagram, but I know like YouTube and stuff. Like YouTube usually will do it for you. Sometimes they'll let you know, but
and I'm not profiting a dime. No, like I'm not making a red cent off of anything that I'm posting. And so like I'm not taking money out of nobody's pocket.
Exactly. If AI could do it, another user could do it without AI anyway. Mm-hmm. And the genie's out of the bottle. AI is not going to go anywhere. This is like with any technology. It comes out, there's changes, and like with the internet, people were like, "Oh, it's going to take people," like we were talking about earlier, it's going to take people's jobs away. This I don't want it. I don't want AI to take any artist jobs away, but this is just going to be another tool for artists to use
Right.
in their job. And there's never stop motion's not going to go anywhere. It looks completely different. Stop motion versus this AI video, it looks completely different. And there are some amazing stop motion animators out there. Amazing.
Doesn't 9 to 5 Warriors do a lot of stop motion animation?
I don't know if they do. They might. Other people might
Outsource.
do it. Oh yeah, they did in their like their Kickstarter launch video and all that. Like, and that's great, but that takes forever, and that takes some dedication. And this is just something that's a little fun. Oh, like here we go. Here's a little short video. Okay, cool. Just bringing a photo to life. And I don't know, man. Kenny, what are your thoughts on it? Down with AI?
Hey Siri, what do I think about AI? Siri doesn't understand.
You didn't answer?
No, so
that's all I have to say about that.
No, I like it. Look, lots of points have been brought up. It's just another tool. It's another thing. Doesn't mean that anything else has to go away, right? It's just another thing. And for me, like between what like David and Rick are doing, for me, it's like a way of it's elevating playing with the toys that you have, right? Like it's very cool visually. It's something else that you can add to this hobby, right? We're all looking for different ways to enjoy the hobby that we're involved in. And that's just another cool thing to do. There's a lot of hate though. It's very divisive. You got like Rick, you talked about like people losing 100+ followers, people leaving shitty comments. Century Productions, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but like he posted one of the photos he took. He, used AI to like animate it, and he got the same kind of feedback. He lost a ton of followers because of it, got a lot of hateful comments due to that one thing. And now this is it's not like he just had the figure and put this is an actual photo that he crafted.
Yeah.
And then put it through the app and just got a lot of pushback on that. And that sucks. Like nobody here who's doing that is doing that to be malicious or anything like that. It's just a way to enjoy it, enhance the thing, so something, an image that he was very proud of that he put together, and then just adding that layer to it and receiving the negativity. I mean, it's sad, man. I understand people's concerns with it, and they're valid concerns on a larger scale. But for those of us who are just like posting action figure things on Instagram, it's such a tiny thing in a large universe,
Well, here's to piggyback off of. I'm sorry, Rick, but to piggyback off of that, and Justin, my father was a graphic artist when he worked his career. He worked for a medical advertisement agency, and he would have to make, he would draw stuff by hand. He used to draw engines, like locomotive engines, with fine detail by hand. And then he worked all through the 90s and 2000s. He's retired now, but he had to learn when computer art became the new thing, because physical by hand art was being replaced by Photoshop, computer graphic programs. But he still had a job. He just had to learn his art in a new way, and he would have to use new tools in order to execute the art that he was doing all his life. So that's how I kind of view this. It's another new tool in order to generate the same kind of art that you would have done if you were doing stop motion, if you were doing claymation, if you any art form is going to evolve.
Yeah.
And that's how I view this. I don't think it's going to replace, we are all the people at the heart of this that need to still interact with the apps and generate the end result in any way. So, you know, I there's a disconnect for me, but I do want to, like, I know you're highlighting Cardback's comments. So I do
Yeah,
want to,
I'm curious about that. Like, I want to know
I
more
want,
about that.
let's have that conversation, because like there's a disconnect for me. Like, I don't see all of the things that people are feeling about this.
So it takes about the same amount of energy to make one AI video as it does to charge your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a lot. But the newest model that's come out of China that sent in the stock market in a
DeepSeek one.
That actually uses far less energy than any other model. And so you're seeing the technology progress, having better algorithms using less energy. So while that is a valid concern right now, I think the technology is only going to get better and more energy efficient. But that's just what, companies are telling us. I don't know the actual data.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
The two examples I wanted to bring up that actually do cost jobs. One is Hollywood needs extras for movies. And so they've developed this new system where they just take an extra, scan their body, and then they have a digital copy of that extra. And then the algorithm just uses that extra however they want in the background of a movie. That extra will never get another day's work. They've been digitized.
Yeah, so it's definitely like questionable, right? Like in that.
And there was a big strike regarding this, right? Like people's rights to have their likeness perpetuated for all eternity without seeing pay and residuals from that for their own funds. And like being able to, like, a lot of contracts that were written before AI was really a thing, and that's why there was a big writer strike, actor strike, and stuff like that, to change the narrative for the actor and protect themselves for their income, right? Sorry to jump in.
Another one was Netflix's big hit, not Hunger Games, Lord. It's where they all go and join the competition and they all die. Squid Game. So they translate this show into every language around the world. And they're using AI to then go in and modify the video so that the words match the new language. What person would want that job, in the real world? That would be the most odious, time-consuming bullshit I could ever imagine myself doing. And I'm happy that there's a program that can do that, and so that some artist doesn't have to waste their time and they can focus on something else. And so
I didn't even know that was a thing. I had no idea that was a thing, and that's really cool. And I think that it's as you said, to streamline and save the artist time from doing that. And why not? Like, that does free them up to do other things, like
I already use AI in my own personal job. I'm a graphic designer, and for photo augmentation and for certain filters, I'm already using AI to assist me. And I think that's the sweet spot that we need to find, at least for the next couple of decades, before the machines actually do take over.
What was that?
Right.
Yeah.
They need to be assistants to help me be a better professional and help me in the task of doing my job.
Do you have, and we joke, but do you have a real fear of, like, 20 years from now that there is going to be some derailing of the Earth culture by an AI that's gone out of control?
I mean, maybe not 20 years, but it will definitely have taken my job in the next 20 years for sure. Because much of what I do is low level. It's putting logos on products, and I just need certain specifications to do that. Now, there are higher concepts like shirt design and when they want to customize things, but I mean, in the last 5 years, they've advanced this much. Who's to say they're not going to advance 20-fold in the next 5 years?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely think it would be a snowball effect. Like it will more rapidly and more rapidly evolve. But I think it's also like, I don't think the solution is to take ourselves out of the conversation. Like the solution is, how do you stay involved to maintain control over how this is utilized?
Yeah.
Like, because ignoring it does not make it go away. It really doesn't. Like,
it's the genie's out of the bottle. It's here to stay.
Yeah.
And John Morrissey's seconding Cardback's point is these AI farms are using a lot of energy. The more energy used in these farms, it's damaging the planet. And the issue is, it's not like you said, David, it's not going to go away. AI is here to stay. It's you could say with every technological advance, it's caused environmental damage from hybrid cars to computers to everything. The only thing we can hope going forward, because it's not going to go away and it's doing damage, and that does suck. But whether you use it, David, or you use it, Rick, on your personal Instagram, that has no bearing on if it's happening or not. We can just hope that going forward, like Rick said, technology is going to get more efficient. It's going to use less energy, and we're not just going to burn the whole planet down to a cinder. I mean, it's heading that way anyway.
You might do it either way, so you're fine.
So it's the whole concept of, well, the world's going to end, we might as well have fun anyway. And that's a dangerous mindset to have. But sometimes as a collector, I do have that mindset of, screw it, I'm getting my toys. I don't care.
But I think it's to that point, like we should continue the conversation. We should continue to figure out how to make these AI farms more energy efficient and not destructive or disruptive to the environment. But as you said, like every advancement, there's always a downside and a drawback to every advancement in history for all eternity. Yeah. So again, me or Rick taking ourselves out of the equation from Instagram does not stop that train from rolling down the track. It really doesn't.
Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely.
But then how do we all like stay involved in that conversation and figure out ways to solve the problems that come with these technological advancements? And that's all I'm saying. Like, end
of the day, the world's burning down by the Mythic Legion's dragon. That's all that matters, right? Just buy the dragon.
Did you ask ChatGPT if you should buy the dragon?
Hold on. Hey,
oh
Siri,
my God! Wasn't there
a
Dan Who mention of AI?
Oh yes.
Look, AI is all over the place. It can give you any information you want. It can give Dan Who information if he wants.
So these big YouTubers, this certain big YouTuber, I'm not going to out him by his name, but is using AI to try to get an inside track. I think Kenny sent me
I asked AI actually earlier this week, Jay. I was like, how long will it take Dan Who Reviews to reach 100,000 subscribers so I can have a nice plaque on my wall? How long do you reckon AI, very intelligent piece of quick kit, said it would take Dan Who Reviews to hit 100,000 subscribers?
Okay, let's just do some mathematics. 18 years.
18 years. Not even close. 37 years it would take me.
Wow.
37
it's okay,
years.
man. I'm sure that's in UK time. So by the conversion rate of AI was going by US time. So it's 22, right, Kenny? I think that's the right conversion.
That's the conversion, yeah.
Okay.
That math sounds accurate.
What does that math mean for this channel?
You don't want to know. It's
somebody asked ChatGPT how long for Just Justin Collects to hit 100K subscribers, and it will just laugh. It will just laugh.
Look, you never know with these things. One day, it was Christmas Eve. I got 900 new followers in one day.
Well, people were feeling generous. It was the holidays.
I didn't do anything. I did not do anything. The algorithm just forced it.
It just landed on you that day, right? I'm still waiting for that day to happen, whenever
Kenny,
it does.
I was thinking about that. I haven't watched the entire replay of your stream from last night, but I was catching some of it. And I was just thinking, I was like, dang, 'cause I was looking at your you've got a little over twice the amount of subscribers I have, I
Yeah.
think. And I was thinking, dang, Kenny is so consistent with his, his
Upload
reviews and
schedule, yeah.
everything. And I was like, at any point, because here's the thing, man, at any point, the YouTube algorithm is just going to grab something and run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Something
it's
catches
crazy.
fire.
Look, my most popular thing on my channel is the most low effort thing, right? Like, so I do like in conjunction with my full reviews, I do shorts, right? Just to show off the figure. It's super low effort. It literally is just the figure rotating, but I choose a song that is in theme, right? I mean, it's not, but like the Venom Pool comparison is my most viewed thing, right? I have like 60 something subscribers from that alone. And it is like it's not something people aren't like going to the videos that I'm actually like taking time in editing and putting out an opinion on. It's like just these two figures rotating to a David Bowie song, and boom, they love it. You know what I mean? So
Music makes a difference. I mean,
it does.
I'm trying to I'm forever trying to crack the Instagram algorithm, and like recently, like most of you can see like how much reach your account has on Instagram.
Yeah.
You guys view that on your page. So like
I try not
I've
to.
been in for the last month in like the 11K to 12K reach in a 30-day span. And I'm like, I don't even know how I did that.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the as consistent as you post a reel, the music you choose for the reel, because they tell you like how many reels this music has been used in.
Yeah.
So like I'll try to skew towards a higher used count song
Yeah.
in my stuff, because I guess people are searching for songs as well. And then the tags that you use in a post.
And on Instagram, it lands on there's a page for anything that has that song, right? So like, that's a whole separate like landing spot for your reel or picture or whatever, So.
See, and I wouldn't know all of those inner workings as I'm blindly stumbling through trying to like make something of my Instagram. But like I used a Doechii song, Anxiety, on this Batman 66 reel, because I've been hearing it in every reel that I'm scrolling through on Instagram, and yet it's like my lowest
one
count reel yet.
So my counter thought to that is it's so popular, there are just so many things tied to that song, so it's just going to get buried,
lost in the shuffle.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That makes sense. My most popular short is a Deadpool, and I think it's just Deadpool short, and it's just me comparing the SH Figure Arts Deadpool, and it's no talking, it's just music to the first Legends, 36K. I think it's just because of the song, like Kenny was saying, and
Deadpool apparently,
and Deadpool,
Venom Pool was the most popular one of mine. So,
but Kenny, you've got so much. That's what they say. Like, the worst thing that could happen to you is like for you to start your YouTube channel, have like 2 videos and something go viral because there's nothing else for them to watch. You've got such a library that when something catches on, I think you're gonna blink and like wake up one morning and be like, "Oh, I'm at like 10K. Oh crap! Now I'm at 15. Oh, now I'm at 20. What in the world's going on?" But
then we can all quit our jobs and just do this every
week.
That's right.
Okay, don't get your hopes up. The month where I had the most interactions, it was like 600,000. I made 12 cents.
Yeah, it's like, well, and that's a good point too. Like with the shorts, I don't make very much on shorts, right? But like on some long form videos, like my Marvel Legends collection video has a lot of views in there, and like I've actually made a decent amount of money on that, but I'm not getting 20,000 views on every 15-minute video I put out, so.
And YouTube is much harder than Instagram.
Yeah.
Especially long form content.
It's tough. It is
tough. There's a lot out there, and in the last like few years, so many of our types of channels have popped up, right? So it's, there's a lot out there. So
I don't know what people are drawn to with my page, because it's pretty low level content and it skews really Latino for some reason. Like my biggest following group is in Mexico City.
Really?
It's interesting to see. So I like to look at that stuff too on YouTube, because it'll break it by country. So like the US is most of my views, but then it goes to Mexico and then Brazil.
Yep, me too.
So Brazil makes sense because like my fiance, she's Brazilian, her family's still in Brazil. So some of her family, I think, has subscribed to my channel, and I guess it's picked up in Brazil. So
so you're really popular in Brazil, is that what you're saying?
That's it, man. I'm gaining a worldwide audience out there,
Wow.
I'm popular in Brazil.
I'm sure there's a population density situation of like toy collector communities that is influencing that, like I'm sure that like if we all got on a plane to Brazil, we might be able to find a bunch of action figure stores and
not
like
really
a concentrated area that you can buy toys.
Not really. No.
No.
I mean, they have like, and this is only my experience from what I've been exposed to, but not a ton of like, there are toy stores, but not a ton of stuff. And then like, it's so expensive there, right? So like for people to buy a Marvel Legends figure, I mean, it's going to cost them a lot.
Well, soon to be the same here.
Yeah. So we'll know soon enough, but so it's very cost prohibitive down there. So I mean, there are a lot of people who collect or at least appreciate it from afar, but not quite as
would you say
common.
that the Brazilian population has a broader understanding of the English language?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So like every time I'm there, like I will enter a store and I will like greet them in Portuguese, but they I'm like the whitest looking dude in Brazil. So they will automatically switch to English.
Okay.
But
so I mean, I'm sure that is an explanation for like crossover appeal.
Yeah.
Content,
And Marvel movies do very well in big cities in Brazil.
Yeah.
I do have to point out, John Morrissey points out the frightening part, the opening scene of the Terminator, robots walking through the rubble of society, crushing human skulls with every step. Then a graphic appears on screen.
It's true. That is
Los Angeles, 2029 AD.
We
are only 4 years away from Skynet.
Yeah.
John Morrissey, it wouldn't surprise me if it was even closer, to be honest with you, my friend. Even closer. We're primed and ready for it.
Well, they said we would have flying cars by now, and we still don't.
Can't believe the Jetsons, David. Okay.
Yeah. To be fair, though, you know what's fucked up about that? Pretty much anything that's bad that's ever happened in any sci-fi novel or movie or property, we have that in real life. But anything cool like flying cars, we don't have that. So we are certainly closer to Skynet than we are flying cars.
Think of all the drama with flying cars. Like there's already
people suck at driving. Imagine them in the air.
You can't put everybody's
going to be crashing into my house or my office building or the McDonald's down the street. Yeah, it's a disaster, and that's why we don't have flying cars, because you people have ruined it for us. All right,
you people. Wait, who's you people?
Oh, you know who you are. It's all those the New Jersey drivers. I'm just saying.
So what you're saying is no flying cars.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
That's right.
I think that you should have tried to generate all of those clips through AI for this stream. I think you should have made more of an effort, Justin.
Right. Then they would all have like 6 fingers and, just...
That's what blows my mind, that like we can't, it's 2025, we can generate imagery, but we can't figure out how not to put 6 fingers on
a sixth finger.
Do you guys see that on some of the G.I. Joe reveal artwork They had like 6 fingers.
Yeah.
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 No.
So that's the bad side of AI. All right. Whoever at Hasbro was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You guys already have this artwork. You've been putting out GI Joes for decades. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
We also can't get boots on an action figure, but
They blame AI, David. Blame AI.
yeah, it's got to be AI.
It's got to be. No, it probably was. You know.
Rush is here. Says as long as
Hey,
Florida doesn't get blamed for
Rush.
bad driving, it's okay. Rush.
It'll
if
be
Florida
blamed
gets
for
enough.
a whole lot.
Yeah, you guys already have enough on your plate. I won't put driving on there as well. So.
Have y'all come across AI art that has deceived you, where at the first take you believed it, and then you thought, okay, that's Donald Trump flying. That can't be real.
That's not real, right? No.
It's not real. He's not. He can't fly, right?
You can't fly.
That's not a real figure. Kenny would have it on his shelf.
No,
That's
your
would have
nightmares.
to
Your
make
nightmares
it
can't come
thing.
true.
But Andrew. So
Since you're
How do
the
you
resident
feel?
AI in the chat.
resident AI. How do you feel about your current, aspiring world takeover?
Well, as an AI, I love it.
I speak for AI when I say
Yes.
I love it.
No, I mean, I could see, like, for the collector's standpoint, like, if you want to do some toy photography and do something cool with it, AI is the way to go. I don't see anything wrong with it.
No.
The only thing I don't like about AI is, like, some deep fake videos you see out there on the internet.
Like this one that I have on my phone right here.
Oh, that was the wrong video.
Oh,
You
sorry.
might want to blur that.
My
That
bad.
was that video that on which episode was it? It was BBD 3, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
BBD
yeah.
3. That sounds accurate. Nice.
I mean, yeah,
callback.
like-
Nice callback there.
Yeah. But deep fake videos, that's the only thing I don't like about AIs. You can make a video out of anybody, essentially.
I wondered if the
use the
app was
boomers.
using Jenna Ortega's image for that Scarlet Witch for Rick. Like I really that kind of tricked me for a minute. I was like, oh, that looks like Jenna Ortega. Did you type that in a prompt to like say Jenna Ortega as Scarlet Witch is walking through the, I don't know.
So
I would have had to have looked up how to spell that, and I don't go through that much effort.
So to that point, would we eventually see the way like a company like Hasbro or Mattel might pay an actor for their likeness on a figure? Do you see a future where these AI apps will pay these celebrities for their likeness and stuff? It wouldn't be much, but it would be like a general, like worked into a contract for movies or when they sign their likeness away for any type of project, that they would get some odd cents for this huge conglomerate AI company to use.
It's already an issue. They've had to block certain uses of AI because estates of dead celebrities have said this isn't appropriate. I think it was Michael Jackson.
Cardback. I don't think that was real. I don't think that was real. I can ask him. I don't think that was real.
We'll double check, but I'm fairly confident it was a fake.
That was a deep fake.
I know that there are people doing what we're doing on Instagram, but like doing kind of fan casting videos where like actors are used as Storm or as Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
That are not like those actors didn't agree to dress as that, but their image is being used in AI to cast them in the role.
In a sense, oh sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but in a sense, that's people have been doing that for years with Photoshop.
Right.
Like photoshopping who their fan cast.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
I mean,
like Keke Palmer as Rogue has been a thing like for a while, and people have done it in Photoshop, and I've seen it in like AI generated videos. But I also wonder, like, remember when Hasbro did the whole selfie series thing, and you would like with the app you can, I don't know, I participated in it and got several action figure heads made of me.
Were they good?
But I wonder, like, does all that info just go into a pool and they pluck things out for when they're making new head sculpts for comic figures? You know,
they have sold your likeness
like
for
like in 10 years you're gonna see a Marvel Legend. It's gonna be like a Hercules figure, but it has your head on it.
Right.
Wait a second.
It could
Gotta
be
go
a
back and
blend
read
of
that fine print.
features from anybody that participated in the app, you know.
Yeah.
But it might it just increases the library of Hasbro to say
I'm sure.
oh, that nose on Hercules and then those eyes, but it's all scanned from all of us that did the selfie series, you know.
I'm sure you agreed to something in that process.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I mean, they've since canceled that program, so
Yeah.
I could go back and see what I signed my rights away to, but
Scarlett Johansson had to sue an AI company because they were using her voice as its narrator.
Oh.
I mean, she does have a great voice.
That's my big concern.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, Kenny's voice is going to be everywhere.
Watch out, Kenny.
The new Honda Accord is coming. You know, I didn't do any car commercials. If you ever hear any car commercials, or
Justin, did you clip that? Did you get that?
Oh, I'm going to. Yeah, yeah. So Kenny, all of my like YouTube videos where I'm not on camera and I'm just talking about something, it's just gonna be like your voice. It's
just dubbed over.
Justin, I give you permission to use my body. Okay.
There we go. Kenny's voice, Rick's body, and there we go. I'll have David's backdrop of figures right there, and there we go. And Andrew will be my Jarvis in my ear. There we go. There we go. See, he's already AI, so it doesn't matter.
You might want to find another body.
It's okay. It'll work. It'll work. We'll enhance whatever needs to be enhanced. Okay, it'll work. But yeah, man, I think the moral of the story here is it really doesn't matter what our opinions are on AI because it's not going to change anything. It's not going anywhere. There's so much money in it at this point where we're in the middle really of a global AI race, like between countries and stuff. Where someone who mentioned it was China? Was it China that launched like some big AI something?
The DeepSeek was
and it completely undercut an American company that was charging a lot for AI, and then DeepSeek gets launched and it's like free. So it's like, ooh, so it's really just and
it gives you access to its algorithm, so you can access it and then modify it for the next generation of whatever you're trying to create. So they undercut like 3 U.S. companies that had invested about I'm bad with numbers. It's either 7 trillion or 7 billion.
Oh man!
Here
we go.
I'm gonna lean towards billion, but it could be 7 trillion. I don't know.
Here's the thing. I'm USA. It's where I live and everything, but I don't feel bad for any billionaires that invested in anything. I don't care. If
they would just like to give us each a couple of $1 million, we could
and
just take that, and then they don't have to worry about AI.
You know what? Any billionaire out there watching this, just buy me a dragon, and you know what? My views will change. I can be bought. It's the price of a dragon.
Oh, you gotta raise the price a little bit. Yeah.
No. See, Kenny, once I'm gonna clip this out in post. Once the dragon gets to my house, then I don't care. Then I'm right back to bashing them. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I got it. That's fair.
So just until what? Late 2026, early 2027.
Small price to pay. I understand.
Exactly. And I can just claim this was AI that said this. So
that's true.
Who cares?
This whole video is actually AI. None of us are here.
None of this is real. We got you. I'm just sitting back in the back of the room, sipping out of my merch mug. I'm a shill for myself. What can
Depending on which country wins the race, that's what I worry about. You know, how will they use this once it's modern and not mechanized?
Well, we'll find out in 2029. Don't worry.
When it's able to be weaponized. Who's going to use it best first, and how will that affect all of us?
Either way, like this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
This is an actual image.
It does. Yeah, this is actually an image from the future right here.
Look, it will affect you, Justin, because if China's invading us, I'm not watching your stream. Okay.
That's true. That will hurt our bottom line. So
USA, USA.
just saying.
Damn it. And then, someone did point this out. They were like, well, should I fund like the Dragon at its high expense rate if they're going to have to be shipped from China in like a year or two? Like, how does that look? Like, how's that going to affect everything?
Don't worry, the
really
Dragons will be fine. Nothing will happen with the Dragons.
Yeah.
Everything else will go to shit, but the Dragons will make it. So
Dragons will
How
make
is
it.
that going with the crowd funds?
Oh, it funded. Let's see here.
Oh wow.
Did all like those add-on things fund as well?
Let's see here. Let me bring up Four Horsemen.
So side note, I will say, so we have AI coming, right? It's going to take over. Also, there was a man, I think in Australia, who lived 100 days with a completely artificial heart. So cyborgs are also coming. So
Definitely.
Consider that as well.
Definitely.
But he's dead now.
No. He got a heart transplant. So they inserted it while they were waiting for a heart. So 100 days he had this artificial heart. That's insane.
Wow. That is
crazy.
I could have swore they said it funded. So how many of these dragons have to be? Is it 2,000?
I don't know.
I think so. 2000.
2,000. Okay. This is from 4 days ago. This was the most recent because they don't have a live ticker or anything. It's just this image
Neither
that they'll
did the
upload.
guy who lived 100 days with an artificial heart. He did not have a live ticker.
They did not have a live
No
ticker.
live ticker. No live ticker. In no world do I feel like this won't fund though. The main dragon will definitely fund. It's the add-ons I think that might see a hard time. That being said, the Fire Breath wing pack, it's got to hit 1,000, right? And it'll be funded. It's already a little under 750. I don't know if the Epic wings are going to make it though. They're only 50% of the way there. So we'll
timeline?
see. So it was a 30-day.
So it
30
ends
day
at the end of March?
Kickstarter. Or not Kickstarter. I think so, yeah.
Because it kicked off what? Week 1 of March?
I believe so. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Justin, you're supposed to know
Sounds
more about
about
this
right.
because you're trying to
You
sell your
want the
wife on
dragon.
getting this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You need all
Hey
the
man,
facts.
I gave up a week ago. Last time I talked to you, David, was the last time I had any hope of this happening.
I
It's
feel
gone.
like that's
It's
part
gone.
of the
There's no dragon.
strategy. He says he gives
Yeah,
up, and then his wife will be like,
If I just
I know you gave up on the dragon, but go ahead.
yeah.
I mean, even
the key is
people follow like
act
Dakota.
like I don't want it.
Sorry.
No, what's that?
Oh no, go ahead, Rick.
Even people that I follow that are obsessed with Mythic Legions like Dakota, they're not buying it. And if he's not buying it, and sure, he lives in a van at the current moment.
Down by the river.
That will take up most of his current living situation. So,
But look, there is once in a
Announce it to the
lifetime
roof.
moments like this Sentinel that's coming up. There's no way in hell I was going to miss out on that Sentinel. So I would store it on the roof of my van if I
That's what I'm
had
saying.
to.
You
For
mount
down
that
by the
shit to
river.
top. It'd be fantastic.
Okay, Gabriel.
Although I say that, and I'm not buying it, but look, I've seen it in person, and it's super impressive. Like, it is beyond impressive. So I'm excited for people who are getting it. But yeah, I understand. I mean, it's a hefty tag on that, but
It's a lot, man.
it looks
It's
so
a
good.
lot.
It does look good. I almost am like, man, I should probably take down all the Superman stuff and build a nice mythical. That's not happening. Never mind. I'm gonna stop there.
Yes.
Do we know anyone in the community that is committed to it?
Yeah, isn't Michael and Cloud is Cloud getting?
Cloud, she said she is getting one after all. She changed her mind.
Okay.
I think St. James is getting one.
And yeah,
Isn't he?
yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
What if
And
you
then-
buy this one and then the next one that they release is just way better.
Oh shit! Then you have to get another dragon. That's all. I mean, that's
exactly.
the only.
That's how they get you. It's a dragon pyramid scheme. Just a stack of dragons. There we
You
go.
buy a dragon, and then you sell 2 dragons to your friend, and then your friend sells 2 dragons, and then your friends, just.
Well, I mean, you can all pull your money and get a dragon for the channel.
Exactly.
That's what I said, and then we just.
I said you all. I can't contribute to that.
Yeah.
But
No,
But David said
throw
he will
money in.
personally fund a
that's what it
dragon for the
sounded
channel.
like. That's what I thought he said. Yeah.
Pretty sure
you
we
would have
covered it.
you would have to deep fake that information through an AI.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, David.
Pretty
The
sure I
technology
already
is
did.
real. Yeah, it's okay.
Hey,
Kenny got it
Siri,
clipped.
Remind me that David's buying a dragon for the channel. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That's very nice of you. I appreciate it. Because you said yourself, there's not enough room on your DTOS for it. So don't worry. You fund it. I'll hold it for you. Okay. And
Good luck. Good luck.
There we go. That's all we need to do. But guys, about the whole AI thing, I think anybody hating on anybody for using it for their own personal use, there's no point. It's whether somebody's using it in the collector realm is going to have no effect on the real world, if you will, and what's going on there, because there's so much money behind AI at this point. It's not going to go anywhere. So honestly, our opinions don't matter.
No.
So
This was a waste of time.
Waste of time. We got you. But no, does anybody have any closing thoughts on the whole AI situation?
I mean, I said a lot during this about it. I'm not taking money out of anyone's pocket. I'm not taking food off of anyone's table. I'm just making action figure videos of my collection and just trying to, enjoy every day of life. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, just another way of enjoying it, and until we get to this point,
right
here.
Until that.
Yes, our
but that looks
our
like
AI
a
overlords.
level. That's like a HasLab level kind of.
I made my videos first and foremost for my own enjoyment.
Yeah.
And then it was nice to see other people enjoying it. I mean, I even had Bo DeMeo, the creator of X-Men 97, like one of my posts.
That's
and
cool.
For instance, with Storm, I want to see her done correctly for the first time. And my toy video is more authentic to her character than anything they've ever made in the MCU. So at the very least, they should watch that video just for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying, Rick, is it's all your fault. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That was the
Rick
takeaway.
started it. It's all his fault.
Good night, everybody. No.
Good night. Good night. And with that, we're out.
In
All
conclusion.
right. So, Andrew, I'm sorry, Kenny. I just want to ask Andrew. Star Wars Black Series AI videos when? There we go. It's already AI. Honestly, it's already AI.
It's happening right now.
So, Kenny, Superman AI videos when?
Tomorrow. No, I don't know. Maybe I don't. I'm definitely.
Chance.
It could be. Mark that down on your calendar. But I just want to say, like I said earlier, it's just another way to play with these action figures, right? I think about like when I was a kid, and like just you're playing with the figures, and you imagine like they come to life, and like it's a whole thing. This is just bringing like that imagination to life. I don't know, just enjoy it. I get it. Like on this level, I think it's safe to just enjoy it, right? None of us are taking jobs from anybody. We're just enjoying our toys and having a good time with it. I don't want to speak for the group, but I don't think any of us are going to hire anybody to animate anything. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't have like 20 hours to put together a stop motion video. So, just food for thought, I guess.
I have a hard enough time getting this live stream going every week. So
we can't even start this live stream on time. So I'm just
I uploaded a video today too, Kenny. Wow, I am doing it.
You're overdoing it. You were on YouTube last night on another channel. You've uploaded a video.
Yeah.
I need you to calm down. All right.
Yeah, I want to plug that. I was on Collecting Snooks YouTube channel last night, and he had me on. So he is more in the anime space, right?
The weeb shit. The weeb shit.
The weeb shit, as you guys would say.
Yeah.
So he asked me to come on because he's seen my collection quite a few times. He's followed my stuff, and I collect a good bit of Marvel. So he used the whole Marvel quiz thing as basically, he told me, as an excuse to get to talk some Marvel on his channel because he never gets to. So I told him, he's like, dude, it's going to be fun. It's going to be you versus the chat. And I told him, I was like, man, I'm not a Marvel expert.
I don't like those odds.
I'm kind of the guy that I know a little bit about everything, but everything about nothing. So, but I didn't get burned. There were some damn experts in that chat though that were naming off like comic issues that this stuff was on. So yeah, I got smoked. I think I only lost by 4 points though at the end. So I didn't go down too bad. There were a couple questions that got me
points. I saw it. I witnessed it.
Yeah, Kenny was there. He saw it. But that was fun. I'll drop Snooks. Let me see if I can do this real quick. But yeah, it was fun. I want to do more of the channel, but God, man, it's hard. I need an AI assistant to help me run my YouTube channel. That would be very, very useful. But until we get to that point, I don't think it's going to get there. I need these kids to grow up. I don't want to wish them, growing up too fast. But,
just hired help would be
hired help.
Yeah,
an AI nanny. There we go. There we go.
That was in the Jetsons, wasn't it?
There we go. Yeah, I dropped the link to Snook's YouTube channel right there, so you guys can check it out. I was on there last night, and it was fun. We did a fun stream. But a snafu at the beginning of just like we started with technical difficulties today. His like bit rate when he started just wasn't working. And I don't know. It was a very choppy beginning, but we got it working. AI has been trying to take me down all weekend, you guys. But I will tell everybody, if you're watching this and you hate AI, you know what you can do? You can support the channel by becoming a justified MVP, and you'll get a physical copy. Nothing AI about this.
It's real.
It doesn't even come with a what does McFarlane do with some of his figures now? An NFT.
Yeah.
No NFT included. This is all this is all real.
You'll be right in analog hell.
It's stabbing action.
Did you ship mine yet, Justin?
No, they're not done, David. They're not done.
Okay.
Not done.
It's going to be
only
like
became an
3
MVP
years.
The second he gets his copy in the mail, he's dropping down to just justified. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
That's all I'm waiting for.
I mean, it's a solid plan, honestly.
It is. It's a solid plan.
I might upgrade
David,
just for that.
You'll miss out on the next variant that comes out because they're all going to be different.
Let's just get the first one out.
Are there going to be platinum editions of these?
Other
generations of Cuppy,
Andrew's already picked me up some supplies for the next run. Yep. So I've got ideas. I'm still workshopping it though.
I should have sent this to you earlier. I would, like I said, I picked up those figures at Books A Million, but like at the checkout, like every store has those shelves of just random little things to like get you to buy on the spot.
Yeah.
But because you used like the martini swords, right? They had mini plungers that are the same thing for like mixed drinks. So I'm just saying that could be an option.
Oh, yeah. Plumber Cuppy.
Little plungers.
I like it. Right. As long as I don't infringe on any Mario copyright. I don't want to mess with Nintendo.
They'll come after
Cuppy.
Are you going to give it a butt crack on the back?
Honestly, I think every Cuppy needs to have a different profession. Now that I'm thinking
exactly. There's like the plumber Cuppy, the swordsman Cuppy, I don't know.
I mean, how many different professions could use swords though? You can have a pirate Cuppy.
Pirate Cuppy, just give him an eye patch.
mini pirate hats, let me know.
Yeah.
Send me a link or something.
A
I
lot
will
of
cop
options
some
here.
mini pirate hats. Yeah.
I can just cut the one off of my Deadpool. I hate it.
There you go.
There we go. Just
Problem
right
solved.
there. Right there. But Andrew will have forever the only full size cuppy that will ever be made. Right there. Right there. Mohawk and all. Mohawk and all.
Justin saw the shipping costs for a full size cup and he was like, nope.
Nope.
We gotta shift to minis, guys. We gotta go minis.
Even full size cuppy had stabbing action right there.
I'm
Oh yeah,
still-
and it's branded.
I'm still
And it's
campaigning for 9 to 5 warriors to pick this up. I'm just saying, guys. You
Telling
know,
you.
there's something
I-
there.
I sent it to Brandon and he loved it. So I just need to have Brandon back on the show at some point because I'm excited, guys. Wave 2 of 9 to 5 Warriors Kickstarter will be shipping this year. I'm really excited. And you can still buy the stuff. It's on Big Bad, and I think you can through Backer Kit on the Kickstarter, you can still go in and order stuff. I just think it's not at the lowered price it was at the time of the Kickstarter being live. But guys, let me, before we get out of here, read this AI generated justified channel member list, right? And earlier I did go ahead. I was feeling, my AI self was feeling very generous. So I gifted 5 more channel memberships. So I'm going to go ahead and thank the newbies first. I say newbies, but Cedric Brown has been a channel member before, became a member of the Justified. Craft Collects, Joe Juxtapose. I recognize that name. Pixels and Plastic. He was here earlier and he dropped in the chat and said hello before he had to go. I know this time frame is not the best for our UK friends. And Brian Wong. So thank you for being here. You wouldn't catch those memberships if you're not necessarily here live, but that means you're watching the channel, and that is your own way of supporting the channel. So thank you. I love being able to give away those memberships when I can. But our Justified MVPs, Agent Z-Man. Z-Man must be sleeping. He's finally on a good sleep schedule. I haven't seen him in the chat tonight. Legion X Rick, thank you, Rick. 3rd time here, just coming in and helping us with all the AI talk. Just AI David had a hard time loading in his sound. His sound chip wasn't working at first. We had to get him booted up. Thank you for being here, Rick. Compulsive Collector, I saw him in here in the chat earlier. John Morrissey was here as well. David, Evan, and Smith finally all got booted up. It was, you know what? It was the 3 different sound chips, the microchips. Just we couldn't get them working.
They weren't meshing.
No, not meshing. Also, St. James. Thank you, St. James. And I did say Michael Davis, right? Thank you, Michael Davis, in case I forgot. Thank you. You're never forgotten. Never forgotten. Also, speaking of forgotten, the first Justified name on this list, I can't like Dan Who Reviews. Yeah, Dan Who Reviews. Thank you, Dan. We joke. We throw little jabs, but we all love Dan here. Christopher Allen, Displayed Once, Rich M, Kurt K, Kenny, and Counterculture right there under Rick, Cole's Cave, Wookie, Jesus of Nazareth, Kashyyyk. Again, Wookie Jesus, if you're watching this, leave a comment. I want to know where you got this name from. It started with a click, Shelly, Cheeky Monkey, Kiara, Lord of Brooklyn, BK for life, yes sir, Mikey Moonboots, Alexander Flats. I'm probably never pronouncing your name right, my friend. I apologize. I'm just a nobody from South Carolina. These fancy names get me every time. Your boys got toys. Gabriel, Braithian, Darth Primus, Jesse Hubbard, Bring Toys from Work, Super Turk 5000, Zion.collectibles, Chi Collects, Tac Tac Toys, KJ Smith, AJ Marine, and John Busink Jr. If this list gets any bigger and I have to make this text any smaller, I'm going to have to get better glasses. It's getting kind of tough. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Rick, for being here. Thanks, David, I guess. Whatever, it's whatever. Kenny, thank you for your AI amazing voice. Andrew, thank you for just being AI, I guess. You've been here helping from the beginning.
Anytime.
Thank you. But, guys, that's it. We will see you next week. Until then, we appreciate you.